salvage stuff I picked up. Odyssey shot, eliminator. Gale Magatama. That's death resistance, I believe. A new katana. A robe that I probably have no use for. Let's see, crescent robe. I believe everybody who uses robes already has their ultimate key. Well, she doesn't yet. I'm still working on being able to afford that. I'm close. So there's no reason for me to buy it. Thinking about it, there might not be a reason to buy it in general, considering how I'm using accessories for boss fights anyways. That would include the final boss. Which I forget which attacks of it are the dangerous ones. I think it might be Crush. I don't remember. I'll figure it out when I get back to it. The other thing was the Weep and... Oh. 3-car. Ooh. It's expensive. It has 2 slots for elements, which is nice. Better than the Nenekiri Maru. 172, huh? It's better than that. The only thing that would be better than that, 470. Well, okay, I should not pay much attention to that. That's Dragonfly Nest, so I'd have to kill more of those guys and get their like 10% drop rate or whatever. That's not necessarily better, considering how Element is better at this point. Because once again, that's a. If that was 4 empty forges, this would be fucking fantastic, because that would be 40% fire damage added onto my actual attack. Also, the final boss is weak to elements. So there's that too. 200% to elements, 100% to normal attacks. So stacking a shit ton of elements on these things will actually increase my damage by a considerably higher amount. Which is why I forged multiple claymores for her. 2 claymores for other elements aside from the Nenekiri Maru. But yeah, that could be potentially nice if I could actually. Well, okay, affording it, whatever. I can get money easy. And more TP is always nice too. Doesn't exactly help her out too much. I mean, technically, what her weapons do really doesn't matter, for the most part. I mean, I will have her properly ready for when the final boss comes, but yeah. She's fine regardless of anything. Did I get... Oh yeah, mace. Oh, it has its death, whatever. She's not really attacking, she's mostly just here to help. Hers doesn't really matter. Not at this point, considering how her purpose in the final boss is not actually to really do damage. If that makes any sense. Hers is to basically trip up one of the boss's checks, because the boss likes to input rate you. And I plan to do some silly shenanigans to go around that. Anyways, let's see. What did I use again? I don't need the bond one. Let's talk. I think I was out of these anyway, so let's get 3 of those. I unlocked that medical force, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Maybe not. No, not seeing it here. I didn't have thread. No, okay, I don't have medical force. Unless it somehow got weighed out. Okay. Nope. Well, not that big of a deal. Medical forms are full heals. I would actually need to check and see what mats I would need for that, because it's another one of those. You need like 10 of something mat from this stratum in order to get it. Or something like that. Something dumb like that. Okay, so... I think my party's ready to go fight the last of the dragons. Which is Worm. Oh, morning. Doesn't really matter which time I'm fighting. So yeah. Oh, right. I will need to actually look up a map for that place so I don't end up having to wander around aimlessly, because it's on the Yeah, it's on that one floor, and I only have like 2 of the 4 or so rocks needed in order to actually get access to the boss. Fine. Okay, I marked them. Okay, so there's only 3 of them. I mean, I marked 2 of them already. It's this one, that one, and this was the one I missed. So we just need to hit up all 3 of those, and we can get the dragon. I already have my characters geared up properly. As you walk down the narrow path of the lava cavern, you find a thin rock jutting out. The decorated rock seems to have been driven in by human hands and precariously placed. It must be the stone sealing the red dragon which the guildmaster spoke of. If you have the courage, you may pull it out and free the red dragon. The stone came loose more freely than expected. You were able to remove it with ease. However, it doesn't seem to have caused anything to happen. You decide to leave. After pulling out the first stone and sealing the dragon, you spot the 2 girls ahead. You hail them, but Hiragi's speech is too vague and Agami is too disinterested to convey anything. As you scratch her head over the enigmatic pair, Agami suddenly claps her hand as if struck. She grabs hold of Hiragi's hand and pulls her deeper into the labyrinth. Let's see. Next one, what's the fastest route? That one. Not there. Unless I go completely around. I'm gonna have to go that way anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go that way regardless. Okay. Have to think about it. Who was doing fire damage to Sprinko. Okay, I should probably equip her other weapon before I forget about that. I forgot to unlock that. Great. Well, okay, it makes sense that I wouldn't have unlocked that because I was just rushing through the game and only unlocked the stuff that I thought was going to be useful. I didn't think I would ever have to reuse that one again. So, you know, that makes sense. That means we have to go up, because we have to go to the northern area. We can't get there from down there. Nope, not at all. So yeah, I do have to go this way. Damn it. Sora has 2 ice katanas. Like 2 ice weapons, not katanas. So I guess that's something. Hey, Reika levels up, yeah. Doesn't really have anything that I really care that much about right now. Whatever she puts her points into, it's not really going to help out too much. Let's do hanging for now. Can I, like, not get into random battles in the area filled with all the dragons? I mean, I know they're not threatening, but still. So I can go through this place slightly faster. Okay, next one is up there, but I have to hit up this one first. Let's do this first. As pointless as that is now, I guess. So I ran back to town. Which I might do anyways. That way I don't have to do this every single time. On the off chance that the dragon actually kills me. I mean, that's very, very possible. Shit could go wrong. I am very prepared for the said dragon, but, you know, shit can go very, very south very fast. Just check. Yeah, it's fine, okay. Ouroboros guard is perfectly fine. As you walk down the narrow path of the lava cavern, you find a thin rock jutting out. The decorated rock seems to have been driven in by human hands and is precariously placed. If you have the courage, you may pull it out to free the red dragon. The stone came loose more freely than expected. You are able to remove these. However, it doesn't seem to have caused anything to happen. You decide to leave. Of course. I think it was. I didn't say that, but you know, more defense is always good. Oh, faded. Sword mastery, boost up that sword damage. Oh, she hadn't been paying attention. Haha. Rhiannon, we're going for a special skill right now that I straight up was not interested in going for before. Oh, no, not in here. Where was that? Oh yeah, we need to put more points in ability because what we need is this skill, Knighthood. Forces an ally. Basically, it's like that one speed. It's like first turn from Etrian Odyssey 1. It's pretty good. I mean, I think higher levels just lowers TP cost. Like, main reason why I didn't go with this is because, from what I understand, the skill is actually kind of bugged. Mostly in the case that it's hard to explain exactly, but basically doing some. It depends on where your characters are placed. On like on the first row, like targeting the third person on the first row. So in this case, if I targeted Sora with that, it's like it wouldn't have an effect on her or something. Something really weird like that. Anyways, that'll be important. I only need 1 point to it, so that'll be actually important for the final boss, actually. But we need points into nobility proof first, so. As you go on trying to break the Red Dragon seal, you encounter Hiragi and Agamede again. Hiragi is mumbling something as if trying to communicate, but you still cannot understand her. Judging by her expressions and gestures, though, it could be that they also seek the Red Dragon. Agamede abruptly turns from playing with stones on the ground to you and speaks. Bingo. Without another word, Agamede drags Hiragi away by the hand. Okay. One is down over there. Okay, I can get there. Yeah, okay, I can get the dragon quickly using those stairs over there. Using those stairs over there that I need to unlock. Oh. I almost fell for that. So I should actually go out of my way and hit those stairs real quick. I can get back here quickly. Because if I do leave the dungeon so I don't have to do this again. Then, yeah. I mean, I should be fine, keyword should. Because I'm kind of worried that those girls will die if I leave the dungeon or something like that. Because from what I understand with the Drake, if you actually left when she told you to, if you come back later, she's dead and you don't get any last words of her or anything. I don't know if that's the case for these two either. I have to go all the way over there. Running away because I want to keep my limit gauge full for the boss. It's not really necessary, but it will help make the second turn more manageable. Oh, it has to be from the other side, doesn't it? That might explain why I didn't notice it. I knew that was going to happen. I was fighting so many enemies. Yep. As you walk down the narrow paths of the Labyrinth Cavern, you find a thin rock jutting out. The decorated rock seems to have been driven in by human hands as precarious to the place. If you have the courage, you may pull it out and free the red dragon. Stone came loose more freely than expected. You are able to remove with ease. The entire cavern then begins to shake, and a dreadful, unearthly cry reverberates throughout. Pulling out the stones must have activated something and brought about the red dragon's revival. You vow to venture through the caverns in search of the resurrected red dragon. After pulling out the stones, you move quickly through the caves to find the revived red dragon. Okay, he's up over there. Suddenly, you come across Hiragi trembling and crouched on the ground, Agamede looking on quietly. You ignore Agamede, wondering why Hiragi, terrified by the dragon's cry, does not notice you. You decide the red dragon takes precedence over the girls and hurry to your destination. I guess we're just going to ignore them. Now the question is, do I fight the dragon now and risk having to do all that crap again? Or do I leave? You know what, let's just fight it. If I die, then I'll just do it again. then I'll just make sure to do it better the next time. We just have to hope that nothing bad happens. That's so annoying. Oh, stop fighting me! God, the encounter rate in here is so fucking high. Watch as I beat the dragon and then I accidentally throw the scale away. Okay, here we go. As soon as you step into the open area, a scorching blast of malign intent comes directly at you. You look towards the source to see a gigantic red dragon clad in crimson flames. It seems that the seal was broken by the removal of the stones, and the red dragon has been revived. The red dragon seems to sense your reasons for being here and slowly rises to do battle. Take up your weapons and show your bravery against the living incarnation of flame before you. Just to make absolutely certain, okay, it slices the more dangerous thing, but he requires a shield, so. Slice and crush. Yeah, I decided to take that one thing off. Hopefully she survives with that. Slice and amulet, crush. It should be fine. Hello, worm. Okay, anti-fire on the first turn, like usual. Berserker Vow. Eagle Eye. Indomitable on yourself, just in case bad shit goes down. Let's see. This guy pretty much, yeah, he has the same moveset as he always does. So nothing special there. Second word, them alive. Let's do Eagle Eye to make that last longer. Okay, first turn done. Okay. Bunshin. Warrior's Might. Ourora's Guard. Attack. Attack order. Condition. Please stop missing. Okay, now the dragon will start doing its shit. Should be fine with just straight up attacking it constantly for now. Ah! Ah, what a jerk. So Warriors Mind is a leg skill, I see. I was not aware of that. Well, I am now, haha. I was contemplating. Contemplating whether to do it with Breaker or not. Ah! Offense increase, you say. They're only late vines. It's fine. There you go. Oh no. Bad, 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 bad. Okay, that's super bad. Especially with those two. Rand's too slow, so Rick is going to have to help out with that just in case. Sword's probably the more dangerous one, honestly. Okay. Whew. Okay, it used a move that I think he was going to use that turn. Oh, we basically won the fight anyway, so. More or less, as I said. I'm so glad that Warrior's Might does not trigger on, like, if Faiden's confused and I attack the dragon, her Warrior's Might won't trigger and then randomly kill one of my party members. Because I could imagine that being absolutely horrendous. Refresh just in case. Oh, not really. Okay. Yay! Dragon dead. Honestly, I've had more... Well, granted, that was because I had the accessories on, but I had more issues with Drake versus the other two. Granted, Drake seems to be the most difficult one of them all anyway, so I guess that should make sense. Granted, most of that was because Drake constantly wasting my goddamn time. With its damn ice block and everything. Anyways, as you fight through the storm of fire, you finally succeed in defeating the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon collapses, slowly closing its eyes, after which its immense form bursts into flames. Those flames eventually coalesce into a solid sphere. You reach out and grasp the orb which floats in midair. A rush of energy overwhelms you. 99! You have matured immensely as warriors, as you turn to leave the battleground. Out of the blue, Hiragi and Agamede waltz into the Red Dragon's hall with innocent looks. You gape at them, wondering if you'd get a coherent explanation for their presence if you asked. The pair are so incongruous in this hall that you can't help but ask why they're here. Hiragi points at you as she looks back and forth from the map, speaking excitedly to Agamede. The two of them pull a shovel from their pack and begin digging where the Red Dragon had been seated. What in the world could they be doing? Your curiosity forces you to ask them about it. Hiragi then points out a red mark on her map to you. It seems to point to this hall. You ask them where the map came from, but Hiragi's hesitant answer is circuitous and vague. She seems to mean that Agamede's father was an astrologer who drew the map on Elder's advice. The pair evidently followed the map to the Red Dragon, thinking it to be some sort of treasure. Astounded by their naivete, you tell them that this map shows not treasure, but a dreadful beast. Agamede freezes, the shovel in her hands falling away, before she slowly turns to face you. Eventually, she seems to recognize that you are telling the truth, and begins packing to leave. One last time, she drags the poor, befuddled Hiragi quite quickly out of the Red Dragon's hall. Though the deadly battle's over, you feel even more exhausted. You decide to leave this place. Okay. All dragons gone. Oh, right. I was worried about the fire skill because I was like, wait a second, I don't remember selecting anything. Did I accidentally throw it away? Then I remembered, oh right, I used items during that fight. Fire skill. Sword. Dragon Bane, yep, I need one reverse scale. Yep, I would need to fight Drake again for that one, because I accidentally got conditional drop. But yeah, this thing has 8 empty slots. So yeah, that's why it's so good. Okay, cool. All that's left is... Oh, okay, all that's left should be the Elder Dragon, yeah? Which I'm surprised I didn't get any dialogue for that. Do I have to go back to his dumb island first? I feel like I have to go back to his dumb island first. Probably re-equip my characters properly again. Considering how I won't need to do these types of shenanigans for a while. Not until the final boss anyways. I can afford her best armor now that I think about it. Oh right, that was what she had equipped, right. I completely forgotten. Here, you can have that back. There we go. Save again. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go back to the island. I know that there's quests, like mini quests, for each island you go back to, so I'd have to maneuver my way to get back to all of them again if I want to do that, and that's usually just finding stuff out in the sea and giving it to them. Okay, so yeah, next would be the Elder Dragon, I believe. You return to the floating forest where you heard the mysterious voice and drop anchor. The same magnificent voice you heard before echoes from above. Welcome, frail humans. It seems you have defeated one of the 3 great dragons, the Great Red Worm. Right now you've surpassed the natural limits of man and gained new power. You have earned the right to walk the path of heavens. Show me the keys to open the door. You raise the 3 orbs you won from the dragons. They begin to glow brightly. Well done, mighty humans. You have opened the way to the heavens and reached the final trial. Beyond here is a land unknown to man, and if you are firm with your decision, return here again. It will be at that time that I shall stand before you frail humans as your final trial. The voice then fades away, only the residual effects of the magnificent presence remain. At last you have defeated the 3 dragons and earned the right to challenge the grand entity. However, it would be best to return to Armor Road before the battle. Okay, so yeah. Oops. That was an accident. Yeah, it's actually bothering me. There we go. Sorry, some of my settings are a little messy. I'll have to fix that later. Anyways, there's not much else I can do aside from waste time. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. I heard you gained permission to seek the Dragon God in the aerial forest. In other words, you'll be facing the Elder Dragon's ordeal, fighting a dragon not unlike a god. I don't know how they've heard, but your allies have been gathering at the port to help you out. You should make use of them. It seems that one good turn deserves another. Now, everyone, prepare yourselves. You'll be challenging the Dragon God itself to a fight. Those are new things. As you can see from my map, I've been busy. I'll need to actually, yeah. I'm going to need, like, I'm contemplating whether or not I want to go for 100% or not. Because, on the one hand, my maps are complete, and I found all the treasure chests. It took a while to find all the treasure chests. But I did find them. There's like about 6 or 7 that I missed. And it was such a pain in the ass to find them all. And aside from that, it's pretty much just get all the drops from all the enemies. And stuff like that. And get everything from the sea voyages, which, you know, I'm not looking forward to catching some of the fish, but that's really about all I can do at this point for that. That's only if I feel like going for 100%. Because I kind of want to see the other credits. Anyways, we just unlocked the Dragon God. I need to at least kill this thing once. So he's all down here. Okay, I believe this is the one that's the easiest, specifically because it gives you a wild link for dealing with this boss, because this boss works a little bit differently from all the other ones. So I'll be going with this one. Me at bar, me drink, but me here that Kurohana take on aerial force from Toma. You help me, so me help you this time. Toma coming too. Maybe not so good at this, but we make a good meat shield. Okay, so yes, we have Toma, the guy that's been giving me butterflies. Oh, that must be the guild they're from. Huh. I didn't know that they're... Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, he's a farmer. And he's also Mr. We give him ale, and he tells us how to get conditional drops and stuff. Bergman's going to be our MVP because he's going to be binding the boss. Because the boss needs to be bound in order to actually fight him. Considering how he has special properties, like if you leg bind him, he loses his 50% resistance to everything. And if he's headbound, he won't one-shot your entire party during the turns that he's going to one-shot your party. You know, stuff like that. We'll see how this goes before I actually change, because I might need to change equipment. I'll try it anyways. Oh, no, not down there. Fading off of there. We'll be bringing Faden, Sora, and putting Rhiannon in the back, just in case. Not sure if this is going to be helpful, but Bergman's base... Tell him I can heal too. That's probably what he's going to be doing, aside from finding the boss, but whatever. We'll see how well this party goes. If not, I'll just have to switch it around and figure things out. Oh, right. I guess Aegis Defense. That's really the only thing I could think of. As you guide the ship towards the aerial force, you disembark at the foot of the Pillar of Light. You gaze towards the heavens with determination. A voice echoes throughout the area in response. It is the Elder's voice, master of the aerial force. Its slow, dignified tone shakes the air. Congratulations are in order. You have arrived here without succumbing to fear, weak humans. We dragons are ever your bitter enemies. We are the embodiment of fear, an ordeal spanning all time. And now the Elder Dragon God stands as your final test. Such is our conflict's unwritten law. No more words are necessary. Take up your weapons, warriors, and face this final ordeal. The dignified voice bellows into a roar, and its godlike aura turns deadly as it descends from above. Draw your weapons driven by a great purpose, and dart towards the heavenly pillar of light. Okay, so you'll notice this boss starts off completely bound. So we got a free turn here, more or less. Yeah, I'll put Protect Aura on him, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so it tried to use Supernova. That's basically saying it'll do that if its head's not bound. Because that attack will kill my entire party. No, with absolutely no exceptions. Okay, so it's still bound. It's probably going to dispel all its binds. Alright, we'll do the usual. Oh, that did not work as well as I was hoping. Shit. Faden got wrecked. Fuck, that completely screws over my entire strategy. And there goes, goddamn. Thanks, Selma. Alright, you got sealed again. This fight's definitely not going as well as I was hoping. Of course, now you get all the procs. It's not headbound, and there's no... Head down again. Arm bound. It needs to be leg bound in order for me to actually do any real damage, unfortunately. Okay, now it's like that. Awesome. Oh, damn, it's leg bound again. Well, no, its leg's bound wore off. Okay, leg bound. Oh, it's armbound, isn't it? Armbound, okay. Armbound's a little different. You defend, you attack. No, you can try to fill up your limit gauge. Down. Its health is dropping so slowly. Like bound. We can actually do damage. Back to the attack order. Okay. I want to see what buff she had on her. Damn it. Yeah, basically this boss doesn't have the extra resistance when it comes to that stuff. Man. Oh, this is such a pain in the ass. Like, this fight's dragging on so long. I'm gonna run out of stuff because I'm just doing so little damage to it. Oh, okay. There goes that. Why? Why on this turn of all turns? Ah, god damn it! This sucks! Damn it. A little bit more. Ah, damn it, the leg bind wore off! Oh, this is so annoying. Oh. This fight's dragging on way too fucking... I'm calling this fight. It's going on way too damn long for my taste. I'm gonna think of a better strategy for this. Alright, let's give Mr. Dragon yet another trot. Kind of had a lot of issues dealing with it. You can see that I already cleared it, but I did that with an exploit. One of those kill it instantly sort of things, just so I can get the thing that you get for it. I at least want to do it legitimately, even if I do hate this fight. Ugh. Okay, so for this one we're taking Rhiannon, Sora, and Sirius. I'm really hoping those two can survive in the top. Rhiannon's needed for various purposes. Sora, so I can fill up my gauge fast, and Sirius is basically the main damage. If Sora doesn't work out, then I'm gonna have to bring Adric instead. We'll see how things go, because Sirius... I leveled these characters up. The main party's 80, Sirius is 70. But yeah, for this one, we're stuck with Toma and Bergman. Toma is kind of worthless. He can heal and stuff, but that's really about all he's gonna do. Bergman will keep the boss bound, which is what we need. I will go with... Okay. I was hoping I could have had Ouroboros Guard. That would have been really nice. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with... not Aegis. Defense. Because I'm limited to 3 characters, because the one where you get 4 characters, you have to deal with Kirikaze, who's not terribly good for this fight. As you guide the ship towards the aerial force, you disembark at the foot of the Pillar of Light. You gaze towards the heavens with determination. A voice echoes throughout the area in response. It is the Elder's voice, master of the aerial force. A slow, dignified tone shakes the air. Congratulations are in order. You have arrived here without succumbing to fear, we humans. We dragons are ever your bitter enemies. We are the embodiment of fear, an ordeal spanning all time. And now the Elder Dragon, God stands as your final test. Such as our conflict's unwritten law. No more words are necessary. Take up your weapons, warriors. Face this final ordeal. The dignified voice bellows into a roar, and its godlike aura turns deadly as it descends from above. Draw your weapons, driven by great purpose, and dart towards the heavenly pillar of light. Okay. So what we're going to do is... Not that yet. This will be important just in case. Because I did have respect into that. Okay, so... Rhiannon. Do that. You can Eagle Eye the boss right now. I respect him so that he can be more meteor based. So he has Berserker Vow and Charge, so he can beef that up too. Berserker Vow. Okay. As you notice, the boss is completely bound. This fight is kind of a gimmick fight. The boss has different things that happens when it's bound. If it's head bound, it can't use Supernova, which will basically just kill all my party members, dealing like well over 1,000 damage to each of them. If he's arm bound, all of his attacks, including his spells, use his strength stat, so that halves the amount of damage they do. And he has an absurdly high strength stat. And the last thing it does, and leg binding. He has like a 50% resistance to everything, unless he's leg bound. So, you know, that's extra annoying. Aegis defense. Okay. You heal Sirius. You. I guess you can attack. Yeah, you can attack just to fill your gauge. You charge. I mostly brought her here just so that she can do that. Okay, Bergman does that. Grand Dive, which is nullified. Okay. Okay, good. He's still laid down. That's good. That's very good. That's what I wanted. Okay, so... she'll be able to move first, so I'll put a Brave End on him. You attack. And you use Meteor. Okay, that's why we brought Ceres along. Ah, his leg bound. Oh, leg bind wore off. Damn it. That sucks. Check order on the top row. Not that it matters. Oh god, which turn is this? I forget which attack it's going to do on this turn. It has an order, and I forgot to write it down. Yeah, that's not gonna help. I might as well use it, and she can just attack anyways. She's mostly there just to fill up her gauge back up. Okay. While she's filling that up, we'll Berserker Vow again. Just to keep that train going. So you've been bound. Okay, it was a head turn. Of course it was. That's extra worse. Oh no, okay. Knighthood, Bergman, so that he can potentially get that shit back off. You... God damn it, of course I keep always forgetting to buy the healing items I need. Charge. Oh, it's heads bound. Shit. Okay. Bergman. Unsealed. I guess it wasn't necessary to bind its legs this turn, but whatever. Let's head down. Okay, well, that's not important. You brave ant him. Wait, is that necessary? Wait, did he... Oh, he already did it. Okay, good. Headbound, which means Meteor does more damage. Good, that was a headbinding turn. Ooh. Oh, it's near. Wow, awesome. What are you doing? Attack order. Oh. Okay, it dispelled all its shit. Of course it did. I really hate it when it does that. What would be the best thing you can do right now since he did that? Because I don't have any need. That could burn him, I guess. Alright. Not necessary. Okay. That won't change anything. Bound, head sealed. Oh, damn it. Arm sealed. Awesome. Perfect. We need its legs sealed again. Yeah, good. Bergman.
Also, unlike every other boss in this game, this boss has a specific claw. Oh, jeez, ouch. This boss has a specific clause that makes it so that it that its resistances don't go up whenever it gets hit with something, unlike literally everything else in the game, because binding it is part of its gimmick. I figured that charge more off. Again. Leg bound still, awesome. Order. Brave Ant again. Brave Ants are like a 45% damage boost. Meteor. This might actually finish it. Oh, so close. So close. He's still bound, so I might actually be able to finish it this turn. Probably. Curses! Okay. I'm ready to defense attack because I want to make sure if I can put it down. Use one of your stars, I guess. Nah. Charge. That'd be a better use just in case. Because Azari won't be able to do enough. Ah, dispelled everything, you asshole. I hate it when... Yeah, that's what Ancient Breath does. It's rude. Back order. Attack. So close! So close! Just me here again. I tried to do an elemental attack. Oh god. That was close. Got him! Oh, he was fully bound, so I got its rare drop. You can only get that if he's fully bound. Damn it, I haven't even gotten his normal drop yet. I mean, it's not that it matters. Oh yeah, you don't get any dialogue after you do it the first time. Unfortunately, I believe it just said it says something along the lines of how you've done the ordeal, which humanity should prevail over the dragons because they're ordeals or something like that, and that it'll return someday when it's needed again. And then it gives you a nice book. Ah, you returned. I've heard the wildling that you emerged victorious from the wildling that you emerged victorious. Me was fine if me have beast, so me thought. Me was wrong. Bonds of friendship important too. You taught that. Toma was thinking too. Thank you. No, really, thank you. Toma was useful for the fact that he uses Amritas and healing items. That's really about all he really does, though, unfortunately. He can do Strange Seeds, which is a random bind. But, yeah, Bergman is like the MVP of that fight. If you ever stopped at the bistro, you may notice a few familiar faces there. Also, the wildling left this in appreciation for what you've done. He must want to repay you. Okay, right. That's it. I believe that's a wildling only mask. Bergman's mask. Yeah, wildling only. Which I guess okay. I mean, strength stat does actually affect. I don't know if HP does, but I know strength stat does actually affect your beasts. You know, if you actually use them for anything other than just binding or status ailments, anyways. I really don't. Granted, I didn't really use Jakku that much anyways, aside from fights where I really needed him for. I mean, if I wanted to do some of these other ones, like specifically the third one, I do need Jakku with me, because he does actually need to bind shit. Which, speaking of, I wonder... Anyways, so yes, that's Elder Dragon. Oh yes, the thing that you get for beating him is really good. Immortal. All allies recover from status ailments at the end of the turn. Now that doesn't, for 3 people, that doesn't sound very good, but I'm assuming that's a really terrible translation of what it actually does. It doesn't just it's not just status ailments. It heals all status ailments, all binds, revives anybody who's dead, fully heals everybody, HP and TP. It's a nice panic button. So it's extremely good. Maybe not so much in boss fights, mostly because the Aegis skills are just that much better. And Ouroboros Guard does exactly what Aegis Shield does, except heals you instead. Although these don't protect you from... I don't believe these protect you from status ailments, though. At least I'm pretty sure this one doesn't. I know they don't... I'm pretty sure they don't... At the very least, I'm pretty sure they don't protect you from instant death, at the very least. But Immortal is a very nice one. The only problem with it is end of turn. I mean, yeah, sure. Which is only a problem because it requires 3 people. If any one of those 3 people are incapacitated or dead, it fails. So it can be kind of risky. But yes, we killed the dragon. All that's left is Abyssal God, which my party should be able to handle because they're level 8. Well, the ones I'm using are level 80. I only got him and Olga to 70. Should probably re-equip them for right now. Oh yeah, I put double Nina Kirimaru on her for right now. Specifically because that means that she'll fill up the gauge that much faster. Because it has the limit thing. The limit thing on it. So it's technically better. Technically. Okay, let's just get their shit back on. Alright, she had the armor on. Right. That's right. Pretty much just gonna have these on them for the moment. Alright, still at the Wisdom Earring. I keep wanting to go to the Butterfly Bistro. Even though there's nothing for me to do there, unfortunately. Formation. So, let's see if I can do the other way to do this. Like the way I mentioned earlier, of how I did earlier. Because my characters might be too high level to be able to pull it off now. The trick is that you have to have a wildling that's faster than the NPC, slower than the NPCs, but faster than the dragon. And then you need a second character who's faster than your, who's basically the same except slower than your wildling. That's really it. I mean, I did it with these 2 earlier, but they might be too... They're potentially too high leveled at this point, but I don't know. But I'll at least test it out. Just to show it off, at the very least. And yeah, my other Elder Dragon fights went terribly, mostly because it was I was like at 30 turns, and I barely made a dent in its HP because the binds kept falling off too fast. Basically, Sora and Vaden were not able to do the proper damage, which is making me a little worried about Abyssal God if they're going to be able to handle that. I might have to respec them if that's the case. I mean, I can still use them. I would just have to respec them so that they use Charge and Berserker Vow instead, and just skip on Warrior's Might. We'll see. We'll see when we get to that point. Anyways, see quests. Oops. I need to save. Saving doesn't really mess with the RNG at all. So you have to do Princess and Crew. Which we get these 3. And yes, these are all characters that appear in the other ones, so Jakku, Olga. Don't need that. Alright, I believe this is literally the exact same thing. Elder's Voice Master of the Air Fortress. Yep, this is literally the exact same thing. Okay, so. Jakku has 2 called Tiger. Tiger, I believe, has to be at level 10. I think the only requirements are Tiger and Beast Mastery both have to be at level 10. Or at least Tiger just has to be at level 10. I forget exactly what it is. And she attacks. And this is a support battle. You basically just have to support these three. It can be a bit of a pain. So yeah, it says you know Sabretooth missed. So we just call Tiger again and tell it to do it again. And Olga just attacks again. And dies. And you get the conditional drop because it's still all bound. And so yeah, that's the fast way of doing it. It's not good for experience points, obviously, because you're splitting it amongst 4 other people. Because yes, you do split the experience among the NPCs that don't use it, unfortunately. But hey, it's an easy way to get the conditional drop if you're having issues with that crap. Grind scale. I mean, conditional drop unlocks, what was it? Dragon Blade. Which I would need another skill for. The Volt skills are from, which boss? The 1 red FOEs in the 6th Stratum. I grinded those guys a bit. Not for this blade, because this blade is just kind of okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's not... I forget what stats it actually has on it. I just remember it's not that good. I mean, it's like one of the strongest swords in the game. I think it actually is the strongest sword, but it just has like strength stats and stuff like that. I went with this one instead because it has 4 slots, which means you just put a bunch of like 4 fire slots, and that's a 40% damage boost on it, which ends up out damaging that. Oh well. Well, or at least that would affect with Warrior's Might. I would guess that the Dragon's Blade would be better if I did Blade Wraith instead, now that I think about it. Which I might need to do when the time comes. Anyways, what I need to do is just restock on... I grinded up the items. I just need a bunch of Amrita 3s. Whatever that thing is. Amrita 3s. Probably Medica 4s. Which I don't think I unlocked. Nope, I should probably unlock those, actually. And Brave Ants. Because I'll be chugging those ones when I get to Abyssal God. And I want to collect all this stuff before I actually, go for the tentacles. Because, like I said, they respawn in 3 days. And if I don't do that, then I have to kill them all again. And that would be kind of annoying. And that's where I sit now. I think at level 80 my character should be able to handle it, because I actually do know how the attack patterns of this boss actually works. And ways to circumvent around its little counter thing. I'll get into details of exactly how this boss works when I get to it. Because it's a doozy of a boss, I'll say that much. It's extremely unfair, too.